everybody, welcome back. Good to see you for episode number 2. And we got big news.
A whole new book, the second of the series.
No, it's the paperback.
What? Oh, new cover of the series.
Oh, just take 2.
We got a whole new cover for the first book of Cookies and Milk.
The paperback is out. The paperback is in stores now, and it's only about, I think, maybe 3 weeks till book number 2 comes out. But meanwhile, you can get the paperback. It's nice.
Remember to handle your paperbacks with care.
Don't do this.
You're really aggressive with these books.
So today we're going to start off with chapter
4. It's titled Slippin' in the Darkness.
It's in the streets. God damn!
It's pitch black inside the kitchen with only a tiny sliver of light escaping from the front of the store. Dad, are you okay? I asked into the darkness. Suddenly, Dad's face appears. He looks like one of those faces in horror movies or slumber party ghost stories. One hand holds a flashlight. The other is grabbing his knee. Next to him, it looks like a jet engine has crashed from the sky. The shiny metal glistens as it rocks from side to side, like the last wobbly moments of a spinning top. The metal against the concrete floor makes a hollow clanking sound. Dad winces as he explains.
The lights shut off. I'm Dad.
Okay.
I mean, in more ways than one.
Yeah.
The lights shut off. Strangest thing. I haven't gotten a bill yet, so I know it wasn't the power company. I'm not going through that hassle again.
That hassle is the time our power turned off at the house. Mom and I sat in the dark all night. Mom was so mad, and not only because Dad forgot to pay the bill. He also left the house as soon as the lights went out. He said he couldn't think in the dark, so he sat in his Rambler for hours. I watched the neighbor's TV through my bedroom window. Dad manages to stand up on his hurt knee. Now I see what fell, a big metal bowl. He pushes it upright.
I smacked right into the metal bowl in the dark.
He shines the flashlight on the crack.
Uh-oh. Metal mixing bowls aren't supposed to break. How am I going to get this fixed?
That's a mixing bowl? I could take a bath in there. Dad kind of laughs, but I can tell he's stressed.
I guess you could, little man. We need something bigger than my ceramic bowl. This one will make us 200 pounds of cookie dough at a time.
200 pounds of cookie dough? Who could even bake that many cookies?
We're going to find out.
Dad assures me. Then he recites a list.
Fine-tune our recipe, get our ingredients, fix this store, and find our customers. That's all that matters for the next 6 weeks. But first, we're going to need to get these lights back on. Then, we need to buy all the bags of chocolate chips that we can carry.
Grandma yells from the front, "Buying chocolate chips ain't the only thing you need to do." Grandma follows Dad's flashlight into the kitchen. "Junior, shine some light here, in my pocketbook," she orders him. And take care of my cane. Looks like you could use it." Grandma calls her purse a pocketbook. It's something old ladies do. It rocks back and forth on her outstretched forearm like a playground swing. I can barely see what's inside before the purse swings away from the light. Grandma is getting frustrated. "Hold the light still, Junior. You're giving me a headache."
Hold your purse still, Mama.
Dad replies, "You can get your own cane if you're going to talk back at me." Grandma scolds him before taking back her walking stick. Then she yells into the darkness, "Not today, Satan! I ain't got no time for this mess. I need these lights back on." And just like that, the lights flicker back on.
Ooh, Grandma. Magic. Grandma's magic.
Honestly.
She's mean, but she's magic.
It pays off.
So, to read the rest of that chapter, get the paperback! Or go to the library, or...
Honestly, go wherever.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's time for our next harmonica lesson. All right, so last week we talked about how to hold the harmonica.
Yep. How to hold it like this, like a sandwich.
Exactly. We talked about the low note, the difference between blowing into a note and drawing into a note. So the lowest note on the left is a C. And if we blow into the C, what happens? A low C. That's the lowest note on the harmonica. It's a low C. And if we draw in, that's a D. Okay? And we talked about just blowing clean notes. And you could maybe blow 3 of those low notes at the same time and get a chord. Yeah. Nice. right? So we played with the first 3 holes, right? So today, we're gonna start on the 4th hole, which is also a C, but it's a higher note C. Want to lower that 4th note? Nice. And we're gonna play scale. So scale are all the notes that move up from, in this case, the low C to high C. So I'm gonna play it first, just so you can hear it. One more time. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a pattern. So the pattern is blow, draw on the 4th hole, go up to the 5th hole, blow, draw, go up to the 6th hole, blow, draw, 7th hole, draw again, and then blow. Okay, so you want to try it?
So 7, you draw twice.
You end up on a draw on the home. That's 1. 2.
Okay.
Right, so you end on a draw the previous note, then start a draw on the last hole.
Okay. Oop.
Well, draw. Draw. This last one flips it around. Right?
Okay. It's so hard to tell when you're moving up.
So I heard multiple notes there, right?
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of one, mainly the first note, but then a little bit of that second note, right? Mm-hmm. So it means you got to pucker tighter. There you go. Yeah, keep that pucker tight.
Oh, that wonky.
Yeah, but turn out it ended though. So draw then blow again. There you go.
Okay,
so it's tricky. So the key is you want to keep that nice little tight pucker. All right. So for our final segment of the day,
it's Harper's Art Hour. Today we're gonna briefly talk about this painting that I made in my art class. And about one of the main methods that I used, which is...
What kind of painting is this, by the way?
Watercolor. And there are lots of different types of techniques that you can use with watercolor, but for the main piece, the fish, I used a method called wet into wet, which is basically what it sounds like, where you first wet where you're, like exactly where you're gonna paint so it doesn't bleed. And then you want your colors to be very strong because unlike acrylics, watercolor dries a lot lighter. So you want bold colors to dip into the water so it like naturally flows. And you do this process multiple times because it's gonna get lighter and lighter. But that's the main method for this. And it takes some practice, but once you get it down, there are so many different types of paintings that you can make. People use this technique a lot to make clouds in the sky, or a lot like water-based drawings. So if you have watercolors and some pretty like simple brushes, you can practice that technique.
What on what? Okay, well thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week for another episode of Books and Blues.
Bye bye.